Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper. Today, we're checking out the latest Steam branch 2081 of Stonehearth. That's pretty fantastic. The updates include the Blacksmith Mining Phase 2 party system, which is pretty fantastic, I might add. New rules for immigration and bug fixes. That's pretty fantastic. I've got a little game ready for everyone, just to make the, make the look a little bit quicker. I think that's a pretty good idea. This is about 3 hours in. Actually, about 2.5 hours, I would say. Lots of stopping and starting with outfit, pretty much expected. This is what we got so far. No real changes to the way the game looks or anything like that. You won't be expecting that since, well, it doesn't say it's going to have that happen. It looks like we're already getting attacked, which is pretty fantastic. I feel like they've improved the goblins' attack rate, or I'm not too sure if it improved over time. I guess it did, from what I can see. But it's pretty brutal at the moment. See, we've got a few extra goblins coming over here as well. We need to get into a defensive posture. I think it's a good idea, though, to quickly show off the party system while we're at it. Now, this is the party system. It's pretty great, I would say. It's pretty simple as well. Create a party. It'll give you a little party screen right here. You can rename the party, which is pretty fantastic. You know, great. There we go. Party's great right there. We can add some members, and it will give you a list of all of the... What do they call them? I guess, people? I'm trying to look on the list right now. Hearthlings. That's pretty fantastic. I feel like there's a little bit of a Zergling effect going on right there. That's pretty great. And then you can just add them with this button right here. I think you can add them by just clicking. No, right-clicking. What about these? No, doesn't do anything there. Just click the add buttons, and it will add them into the group like this. Put them in here. We got a worker and a footman right here. You can disband it. There you go. Not there anymore. We've already got a group set up. Oh, for some reason... Oh, did we lose one of our soldiers? We may have. Is that the two? No? Okay, then. That's pretty easy. Then what you do is you just click to take them to a certain position, or you click to have them guard a certain area. For some reason, you have them both going on at once. I'm not too sure if maybe that sets some sort of patrol path. We might find that in a minute. But for now, we do need to send our guys in this particular direction. It's pretty easy as well, but it gives you a little bit of control, and I think that's primarily the point. It seems like we've got a little bit of contact going on over here. We have most of our people in this direction, so it looks like Blacksmith right here is taking a little bit of damage, but hopefully he can live. The soldier is right here. Pretty fantastic. Well, the footman, I suppose. Level 3. He's got his great hammer, which is pretty fantastic, and a heavy leather vest by the looks of it. We just quickly check. There you are. He's got his hammer, heavy level vest. Pretty fantastic. Footman level 2. Looks like we're getting attacked over here as well, but we took out those guys fairly easily. We go to normal speed right now. Oh, it seems like we're getting attacked again. We don't usually get attacked this much. We're getting attacked by 3 different angles right here. We need a few more walls, I would say. Walls don't really make much of a difference. I just thought, well, make some rules. Ah, here we go. This is the daily update system. Every day, it will give you 3 criteria to beat. When you pass those criteria, you will get one new Hearthling, which is pretty fantastic. Unfortunately, we did not pass the food criteria. We were slightly there, though. 4 more until we passed that. That seems to happen quite a lot. I always seem to be at 1 or 2 behind. It's pretty weird. But I think that's pretty great. Oh, it's doing this bug again. I'm going to have to be right back. Or I'll just throw it down here. It might bug out the UI. That's the problem. That's what happened last time when I threw it down there. If we just have it sort of... Oh, we can just throw it on the side here. That's pretty great. There we are. It just goes on forever. You can stop and start it, but I don't feel like stopping and starting right now. Which is pretty weird. I think it's due to combat. It definitely seems to appear whenever combat is involved. These two now are just sort of doing their own thing. Let's see if they actually follow it as a patrol path. No. We can only set one of these, which is pretty unfortunate. Hopefully there will be a patrol path system later on. Just put one there, put one there. It'd be pretty fantastic. Have one of them sort of patrol the walls. That'd be pretty good. Hopefully it'll be the same as Prison Architect, where you can just set up sort of a line, similar to how we create roads right here. If I just show you real quick. It'll be like this, and they'll just follow these paths sort of arbitrarily, or maybe from point 1 to the end point that was created. That'd be pretty cool. But that is the sort of the party system. I think it's pretty good. Gives you a little bit of extra control, like I said before. Pretty much the main point. You don't really have much control after that. So I like how they put it in there. Well, I still would like to actually just click on them and click on where they should go. Similar to Timber and Stone. I would like to have that kind of control. It's pretty fantastic. But yeah, pretty great. You might also notice this new notification button right here. I'm not too sure if this was here before. I do not recall. Also, this is the workshop button. Doesn't work right now. You can open and close the blacksmiths, though, which is pretty interesting. I'm not just sure... Oh, where am I going here? There we go. You can open and close the blacksmiths. I'm not just sure what that's really going to do for you later on. Maybe the blacksmith serves as some sort of... Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe it will serve as some sort of shop when people come around and visit your town, maybe buy stuff from blacksmiths. That'd be pretty cool. It reminded me of a... I cannot remember the game, but someone played it a little while ago where you sort of adventure, you gather items, you put it in your shop, you sell them. It was some sort of anime game. I can't remember. I'm not usually into those. That's why it's quite strange while I'm actually noticing that, because it's a very cool mechanic. Similar to that. It's pretty fantastic. Also, I didn't know this before, but the higher level your guys, they will randomly... Well, let's go to our carpenter right here. If we look at his stats, let's see, his skill abilities. So right here, this random inspiration makes them create random sort of items. I didn't know it did that before. I'm not too sure how long that's been in there. But instead of making a wooden wall-mounted lantern, it instead created a fine wall-mounted lantern. Pretty fantastic. A little bit of a different color as well, which is nice to see. They're just building a random dining room right here. This happened to me earlier. For some reason, when you delete a house, it doesn't delete the actual sort of items that were a part of that house, and you can't get rid of them ever again unless you go into the house. Well, let me show you. Probably a better idea. This is for the developers if they're watching, just to see if that is even a thing. So if I go onto here and then remove this house. Oh, no, guess not. I think I recall it happened when you plonked down the house, then went out of your save, went back in, and then deleted it. These would stay here. It was something like that. All I'm saying is that it's for some reason very strange while this one is here. And I don't think that's meant to be there either. Yeah, that's not meant to be there. So that's very strange. This is when I was repositioning this house. I guess that was the previous dining hall. Maybe it happens every now and again, but it's a bit of a strange bug. And then obviously this random sort of error that seems to keep occurring whenever we battle. Anyway, let's go to the blacksmith. Imagine some of you are very interested in that. These are random sort of minerals that we've created. Got a good few amount of ingots right here. It's very cool. I like the system it's got right here. So you can create sort of ingots, sort of the standard that you would find in any sort of adventure setting. Goes from bronze to steel, I believe. Steel creates yourself the best armor you can find, 9 defense, which is pretty fantastic. The others seem to be 7, and the bronze breastplate seems to be the same defense as the thick leather, I recall, which is a bit strange. I would imagine it should be a little bit higher, just because, I mean, that's thick leather. You'd give that to hunters and that lot, not really for trained soldiers. This is a random wall I created. I think I mentioned that earlier, I'm not too sure. I like this... Oh, wait, no. Oh, I didn't place them. Okay. This is on a different save. The other one bugged out, I suppose. I put these things on top of them. Look pretty nice. Stone braziers. Pretty fantastic. Notification right here. There we are. Power strike. It's a pretty cool effect as well. That power strike. Do like a little spin. But anyway, apologies about that. I just went all over the place there. But that's pretty much what you can make. Bunch of different weapons, which are pretty good. And they give you the damage indicators of them as well, which is a nice touch. For some reason, there's no real difference between the short sword and the long sword. I imagine maybe it does do a little bit of extra damage, but at the moment it seems to be it just seems to indicate that it does the same amount. It would be cool to get some bucklers or some forms of shields thrown into there. That'd be a nice touch. I can't seem to find them. I'm not too sure if maybe I'm overlooking it somewhere. Probably not, though. Probably not. I'm not incompetent. What are you talking about? Now let's look at the mining. Just a real quick look at the mining right here. It's going to be a very short video. I did say that before. Right, so as you can see, we've got a little mine going on right here. It goes pretty deep. You can only get minerals, which is pretty obvious, I might add. You can only get minerals from stone mining. So you have to dig fairly far down if you're on a particular area. Oh, 1 second. Merv always seems to do this when I'm recording. When I'm not recording, it'll just sort of perch on my shoulder and just sort of be like, stop. Stop, buddy. I'm here for you. No. You've got to dig fairly far down. However, you can just sort of... We just get rid of this slice right here. You can just mine into the mountain, which is pretty great, I would say. Gives you a bigger sort of... A bigger... I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it definitely... You want to mine... You want to start a base sort of near the mountains. Pretty good idea. Unless you want to mine pretty far down. It doesn't really matter too much. I quite like the look of the mine anyway with the fences and the lights as well. It's a pretty nice touch. If we just go back to slicing right here. A little bit laggy on slicing, but it's alpha. Oh, I went a bit too far down. Oh, too far up. Click it once. There we go. Fantastic. So as you can see, we've mined pretty far down. If we just go to the mining option right here, just mine out this wall. We don't want to mine that part, but it's not going to make much of a difference. They'll be down here. I think they'll be collecting it. But this person right here will be mining. And you'll be able to see in a minute that they'll be starting to drop sort of random minerals. You can get stone as well, and also these lumps of coal. You seem to primarily get everything but iron ore. Iron seems to be quite rare, which makes sense, since it's sort of the primary resource at the moment to creating steel. Hunk of stone right there, silver ore. The two creating steel and, of course, iron ore. But you can get copper in that lot, and tin. You can make bronze. Tin and copper seem to be a little bit higher spawn, but at the moment I've seen quite a lot of silver. And gold as well. But you can't really do anything with gold at the moment, at least not to my knowledge. Goblins are attacking. That's unfortunate. Are they attacking someone? Okay, that's a bit strange. I can't seem to see the people. Oh no, someone's going to die. Ooh, that was a close one. Our soldier nearly fell then. That would have been quite unfortunate. But if we just go back down here, go back down to the slice. It does remember how far down you sliced as well, which is a pretty nice touch. But as you can see, mine up certain minerals. They're thrown into the stockpiles that they're closest to. Not during their mining. It looks like they mine before they actually start throwing down throwing down stockpiles. That'd be pretty great. What I would like to see from the mining, though, is maybe finding random artifacts or just sort of random runes when they're mining. Very rare. I would say the percentage chance is definitely lower. But it would be a nice touch every now and then. Ancient sword will be found, and they'll equip that depending on how good it is. Fine ancient swords, stuff like that. I like the idea of random drops. I'm not too sure if anyone else is really a big fan of those, but I mean, I do enjoy my dungeon crawlers, and they generally come with random drops. I'm not saying this game is a dungeon crawler or anything. Merv is on top of... Merv, you gotta learn. You have to learn. No, get off. There we go. Alright, let's just close this. Unfortunately, when I close it, it's probably going to start rattling about. But it doesn't matter, we're nearly done here. But yeah, sort of random stuff that you can find in the mines. A few more minerals. I'd like to see some mithril in there. Or maybe the further you dig, the more you're going to see. And also some sort of art, some sort of graphic to show that there are certain minerals in the walls. That would be a nice touch. You know, I want to find sort of veins of particular ores and find that they're primarily in a certain area. It would be pretty neat. That would encourage a bit more exploration than just sort of getting random minerals. Obviously, this is alpha, though, and this is meant to show off what they're doing right now, which is pretty fantastic. I like how they've definitely put a lot of emphasis on the mining like they said they would. Just looking pretty good. I'm happy with it right now. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen, for the latest Steam branch 2081. Pretty fantastic. I'm very excited to see what happens in the future of Stonehearth. Sorry, both of the games have updated at the same time, so I've got to switch between them. It's pretty fantastic. But I'm starting to see Timber and Stone's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. We're about to get some sort of awesome grudge matches going on between the games. It's very exciting. I can actually start to properly compare them, which is pretty good. That's pretty fantastic, though. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, developers, for working on your game as fast as you are. It's pretty fantastic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates on my channel and my Twitch for live streams. I may be live streaming some at Timber and Stone later on. Today, that is, from the time the video was uploaded. Pretty fantastic. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.